What is up, everyone? I'm Jeff London. This is the Mediocre Alaskan Podcast, where we are intolerant of weak-minded attitudes that keep people from pursuing new and exciting things in the areas of fitness, outdoors, and general lifestyle. I'm talking with Matt Burbank today. He's the new owner of Knudson Cove Marina here in Ketchikan, just up the street from where I live. Took over a very successful business after coming up here for 20 years. Started talking about maybe buying the place. So we're going to talk about how that all went down in his first summer season as owner of Knudson Cove Marina. We're going to talk about his hunting past and things he likes about being a part of the Ketchikan community. That's kind of been a common theme lately of people talking about the Ketchikan community. And this time of year is when it really kind of shines through. Today it was 35 and kind of rainy, so the roads are kind of slick, and we got basketball going on. That's going to be well supported, and you had the art walk last week. There's just a lot of stuff going on in Ketchikan here during the winters, and it's really cool to see the community find healthy ways to get through it together rather than just be a kind of fend for yourself and hunker down until the spring comes. So really nice community, and Matt's a new part of it, and he's recognizing that, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Make sure you check out the mediocrealaskan.com for other content, columns, things like that that's going on. And here we go with episode 71. You've been coming up here for 20 years.
Yep.
How do you go from guest to, hey, you want to buy this place? How does that happen?
It's a long transition. The past owner and I talked probably 8 years ago.
Okay.
The first time he was looking to sell. And it's just kind of a continued conversation over that period of time. And last year I was up here all summer, and we continued the conversation right to the closing. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
Were you living in Washington or Oregon at this time?
Washington.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What were you doing at that point?
Logistics. I've been in logistics, corporate sales for 20 years.
So now you're out, and this is the retirement gig or the change of career?
Change of career.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm planning on being here a while.
Yeah.
Giving it everything I got.
Yeah. So people would think that owning a marina or owning a lodge in Alaska would be the coolest job ever. Because all you got to do is hang out on the dock and just talk to people, or hang out in the lodge and talk to people. But what have you learned in this first season about what it really is to own a marina?
It's a lot of work, for sure. The pleasure is meeting people from all over, getting to know them and their lives and where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm. But
behind the scenes, there's 24/7 you're on and you're working and making sure everything gets done. So it's just a lot of work.
What type of behind the scenes stuff do people not know about or not really appreciate about running this?
Yeah, it's a big facility, so we've got to keep everything operational, and this marina has been here over 60 years, and so the infrastructure has in itself been built over 60 years. So there's little ins and outs that you got to know that I don't think I've fully learned yet, but trying to keep up with that all summer has been a chore.
What about background in fishing and all that? Is it more like the business was established and so you're just taking over that business part, or what have you learned about the marina out aspect of it, the Alaska fishing, the guiding, all that stuff? What have you learned from that?
Yeah, I've fished and hunted all my life. Been in really the only corner of the industry I've been in professionally is I was a taxidermist for a little bit, and more out of a hobby, but it became a job on the side.
What type of stuff?
Everything.
Okay.
But I kind of finished up doing that just fish.
Okay.
So I was up here last summer doing fish taxidermy and taking off.
Oh, so that was your trailer out there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
That was me.
Nice.
But just learning the whole aspect about the charter business and working with cruise lines, the tourism, that's all brand new.
Yeah. How was that?
It's good. The past owner, he and his wife had this place really working. It was running well, and the transition, although it's a huge learning curve, it was as easy as it could get probably, because they had it rolling very well. So.
how much do you want to stay true to what it was, but also add some of your own flavor? If you just come in and change everything to make it how you want it, then you're kind of going away from that recipe. So how have you balanced that stuff that you want to do, but not take over, and change everything? How do you balance that?
Well, like you mentioned, I've been coming up here for almost 20 years, and I keep coming back for a reason. I really like the way this place is. I've learned about the community it supports, and so there's a lot that I don't want to change. There's a few business aspects that I see a little different than the past owners, but
that's going to happen.
I just want to continue to grow it like it's been growing, and put little tweaks. We put a coffee shop in this last summer, and everybody seemed to like that. So those kind of ads are great. I don't want to change the community aspect because I think that's really important and probably one of the main reasons I'm here.
After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, I thought, what's the catch? But after talking to them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. They cut out the cost of retail stores and pass those sweet savings directly to you. For anyone who hates their phone bill, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. I was hesitant about having to get a new phone and a new phone number, but with Mint, you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone and your same phone number along with all of your existing contacts. Mint Mobile gives you the best rate whether you're buying for one or for a family, and at Mint, families start at 2 lines. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and to get the plans shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/waypoint. That is mintmobile.com/waypoint. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/waypoint.
What did you like about the community? And one of the nice things I like about here is that it's locally owned. I teach with Linnea up at the school and had Dante in class and had Hannah in class, and it's just great to have local kids. And so when you do come here, you do meet Ketchikan folk, Ketchikanites, Ketchikanians, whatever they're called. What are some of the things you've done with the community or since you've had the opportunity to kind of reach out? What are some things that you've been involved with or seen and enjoyed so far this fall and winter?
The first overwhelming probably aspect of the whole transition has been people approaching me and just saying, welcome to Ketchikan, glad you're here. If you need anything, let us know. Time and again, people have approached me that I don't even know yet. So that's been great. Getting around to some of the art festivals and things they do in town has been fun.
Did you go to the art walk the other weekend?
Yep.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was good.
We're terrible weather.
Yeah.
Or like appropriate weather, I guess authentic Ketchikan weather. But that was fun. It was a good time.
And I was able to go to the ballet, which
nice.
That was good.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with the youth there, but just some of those things and learning. I'm from a very small town, and the community here feels a lot like that. So it's been a good match, I think, for where I ended up.
It's a nice place that appreciates nice things. It's not we're just going to kind of do your own thing during the winter and kind of get through it. People like having things, and people like getting out and organizing things, and it's a very safe, healthy place to live during the winters if you, of course, choose that. You can do whatever you want. But good. About your hunting, you mentioned that you grew up hunting, and I'm looking at a mule deer there. You just came back from a hunt, Idaho. Is mule deer kind of like your thing?
No, actually, that's just in the last 5-6 years we started going to Idaho on some hunts, some fly-in hunts, and we do elk over there. I grew up Oregon Coast Range, so Columbia blacktail down there, a little bit bigger than the ones up here, but Roosevelt elk.
Nice.
Archery hunted for most of my life, so
nice.
we would go after Rocky Mountain elk. But yeah, love to be outside.
You put in for any of the tags around here?
I did the goats.
Yeah.
Put in with a friend of mine here, and put in for a couple of moose hunts up north. I've never been on a moose hunt yet, so figure I'm going to take full advantage of the opportunity that I'm living here now.
Yeah, yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's what you have to get a guide for moose at $16,000, $18,000. It's crazy. But, yeah. I put in for that goat one. I've been on that hunt before with a buddy who just wanted some packing, and it's just such a nice hunt.
Yeah.
But word is out that you get world-class genes and such accessibility.
Yeah.
You don't have to fly out anywhere, and so it's just such a gold mine. But the one that has, I think it's 11 tags, or there's like 11 or 15, 4 of the people who drew the tag didn't actually hunt it last year.
Oh, really?
And you just think, man, there's a local here who's been putting in forever, who's never going to get that tag. That, man, it'd be nice to be able to hunt that. But yeah, I'm going to go up on a moose hunt in August, and there's some good over-the-counter ones. But I can. It's going to be a bow hunt.
Oh, cool.
But man, it's going to be sweet.
Yeah.
I've only done the black-tailed deer and the black bear, so that's going to be fun. But
yeah, there's a lot. I've hunted pretty much everything Oregon has to offer, and enjoyed every second of it. And now this is just kind of a clean slate, starting over, learning. I got to go learn some areas, and it'll take a few years, but looking forward to it.
Have you got a Sitka blacktail?
No, not yet. Yeah.
How hard can you hunt after it? Because August is totally shot because you're working.
Yeah.
That's like the fun alpine season.
Yeah.
And then rut, you still got some stuff going on. So have you been able to get out too much?
Yeah, I've been out 4 or 5 times this year. That's it. I took a friend over to a cabin, and he actually got one while we were there. But it's tough because once the off season comes here, I let everybody go for the winter, and it's me and a very slim staff. So I got to be here most of the time.
Yeah. How is that? Like your daily schedule, daily routine? Like what are the winter hours, and what's the winter program? So you got a fire pit.
Yep.
Downstairs there. So what's the winter program?
Yeah. So we're basically 7:30 to 6. We're closed on Mondays. Is the only day we're closed. I'm usually here. One thing I've learned actually over the last couple of months is how this marina really supports the north end for fuel and propane and just the necessities. So I try to be available 7 days a week, but we are closed on Mondays. I'm usually here if somebody knocks on the door and says, I need fuel, I get them fuel. So, and then there's been times where we're here and it's 6 o'clock and there's a bunch of people out by the fire, and we'll just stay open until they kind of meander away. And there's been times where we don't see anybody from 3 o'clock to 5, and we close a little bit early because it's rainy and stormy.
Yeah.
But we just try to be here and be close.
I lived out south when I first moved back. I grew up on Prince of Wales and then moved back here 5 years ago after some time in California. But this North End community is pretty cool, and it's nice that on a weekend you don't have to go further south than Lighthouse to get groceries. So, and if you don't want to, if you have your stuff, you can just go as far as here. If you want a burger when the place is open there, then that's awesome. But yeah, it's a fun community. A lot of people come out, and afternoon summers here. It's pretty great. Talk about taking over the Burger Shack. Used to be dockside, and then they were up for sale, and you snatched that up. Were you worried about overextending yourself right off the bat, or?
No, I had a plan for that. I was, and even the past owner we had talked a lot about it. He gave me his advice, which was great. It should be owned by the marina just because of the location, and it hadn't been. So when the opportunity came, the previous owners of the galley approached me, and we made a deal, and I purchased it. But I don't know much about the restaurant business, didn't want to overextend myself, as you said, and so I leased it out.
Okay.
And the girl who ran it did an amazing job, and
was good.
I didn't have to worry about it, and customers were happy. And so.
Yeah, that was. I just referred to it, and I'd heard it referred to as just going out to Knudson Cove to get a burger, as if it was part of it. So it was a surprise to me, maybe the second year I lived out here, that it actually wasn't owned by the same people owning the marina.
Yeah.
So, I like that change in the recipe. It's good quality burgers. So looking forward to when that's opening up.
Annette is the current owner or current operator, and she had worked in the galley previously, so she had a good understanding of some things they did there and what she would like to do for herself, and she attacked it. She worked just as many hours as I did, I think, in that place. So
that's good.
Yeah, she did a great job. She'll be back this summer.
Excellent. When does things start? Like your transition period of a couple weeks, and then when do things start, and then things really get rolling? When does that start?
Yeah, so the cruise ship starts coming in May, so we'll be operating that part of our business. Starts in May and it stays steady all through the summer. Ends towards the end of August. Tourism, where they come and rent condos and rent boats and start fishing, is mid-June, early July. So there's a little overlap there, and that goes all the way through first week October.
What do you have here for rentals, condo-wise and boat-wise, and what can people get if they come here?
Yeah, so we've got most of our condos are one bedroom, and they sleep 4 people in the rooms and usually a pull-out bed. We offer cots or blow-up mattresses if they have a bigger group. So we've got 7 of those. We've got a 2-bedroom house we rent that's just adjacent from our property. And this year we're starting to rent out 2 cabins that are about 15-minute boat ride from our dock, accessible by water only.
Nice.
Full service, full facilities, kitchen,
nice.
Full bathrooms, running water, power, all that stuff. So, but you have it to yourself, and you're out there, and right around the corner is some of the best salmon fishing. Yeah. So we're kind of excited about that. So we've got, I think, about 10, 11 places now that you can come and rent. And we have skiffs, 14 and 16-foot skiffs, and we've got 18 to 22-foot covered boats too.
Nice. And where can people find you, call you, contact, a little spiel there? Go ahead.
KnudsenCove.com is the website. It's got everything on there. It's got pictures of the condos, boats, our facilities, what we offer, charters. You can reserve online. You can purchase our gear online, or you can just give us a call. The phone number's right on that website, KnudsenCove.com.
Cool. You're on Facebook too, right?
Yeah, Facebook, Knudson Cove Marina.
Instagram coming, or Twitter, any of those?
We are
ones,
on Instagram.
Okay.
Usually it's a summer staff project. They keep up on that, and when things start happening, you'll see more and more Instagram hits. So.
Cool. All right. Anything else to add?
No, I appreciate you coming to talk to me, for sure.
Yeah, no problem. It's just down the street. It's great.
Yeah, it's been a fun. I've been referring to it as my freshman year, so I'm always open to suggestions, and I've got a lot of them.
Seems like it's been going pretty well. I haven't heard any complaints, and I certainly enjoy it. So
yeah. The one highlight probably of the fall was the Harvest Festival, and I think we'll do that again. That was a good community.
How many pumpkins did you get?
We bought 1,700, and I think we had about 400 left.
Oh, okay. So you got rid of
good amount. Through a lot.
Cool. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, look, it was 2 weekends, right? The first weekend, the weather was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Right? Or was it vice versa?
It was both Fridays.
Okay.
So both Fridays we canceled, but Saturday and Sunday of those weekends we were booked solid.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very good. Got a great place to do it. Got just enough space, but not too much, and then cool.
Yeah, we're 3.5 acres, and really that's the whole picture in the back of my mind is we can utilize this property for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And if people in the community have events they want to put on, I'm more than welcome to open it up and let them come and use it. So that's kind of what we're shooting for.
Cool. Good. Thanks again. Really appreciate it.